3, 2, 1.
Still Black King any time zone.
All day, we will fight for Freddie Gray. All night, all day, we will fight for Freddie Gray. All night, all day, we will fight for Freddie Gray.
Right. Right. His leg look broke. Look at his leg. Look at his leg. That boy leg look broke. Oh my God. His leg broke and y'all dragging him like that.
They're carrying an officer away right now that was injured from being from the demonstrators.
We will fight for Freddie Gray. All night, all day. We will fight for Freddie Gray. All night, all day. We will fight for Freddie Gray. All night, all day. All fight number one. No peace. No peace.
They know that we gotta hustle to feed our family. They know that it's going to be times where as though things going to get physical because somebody going to try to stop us from feeding our family. You know, so they feel as though they can come in the hood and treat us any kind of way and even kill us and get away with it.
You know, this is a long continuance of the slave codes, pat rollers, overseers, running black people down. And, you know, people say good police, but if you're a good police officer, you would stop this, you would stand against this. So you're not good if you stand by a system that rapes people, beats people, brutalizes them, puts them in jail for no reason. They gotta go. Policing has to change in America. We need community control of the police, and they gotta go. Straight up.
No justice! No peace! No justice!
A lot of brutality out here. That ain't Freddie Gray not the only person.
You know, it's more like it's like a lynching, a black lynching, like a modern day lynching. That's what it was.
Black people just want to be left alone, so leave us alone. We want to be free.
The way I feel about it is, why are these employees of a business, of a city, running around stomping on the rights of U.S. citizens? We're U.S. citizens. Right. We have the supreme rights in this country.
Rest in peace to him, though. There's a lot of brutality, bad police, a lot going on.
A lot of police used to want to be the drug dealer on the block. Used to want to be the slick it nigga on the block, but they didn't make it. So they on the other side. They still got some of those same mentalities, some of those same antics. That's why a lot of them, you know what I mean, doing what they doing to people, man, hurting dudes without justification.
But there are steps that need to be taken.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? There needs to be affidavits. You know what I'm saying? Indictments, this, that, and the other. Right. But nobody has the right just to walk up on somebody, snatch him up, harass him, do all that. Because every time one of those employees does that, they have committed a felony. Every time they tread on one of your rights, they have committed a felony. There are very explicit laws laid out that break it down. 18 USC 242. If any person under any color of law, including an employee of a city, if they step on your right, if they kidnap you, which is false arrest, that charge is up to life in prison and or death. We are U.S. citizens. These are employees. And I don't care if it's the United States government, none of these people have any right.
The brother, Freddie Gray, he got murdered by police, by these pigs, you know, for being a black man in America.
I don't like him. That's just me being honest to everybody. I don't like the police. Every encounter I ever had with the police has been bad. Every encounter my people's had with the police has been bad, for real.
They over-police our communities, they kill our children, and they annihilate them, you know, without cause, without justification.
The cops ain't got no choice to respect this because, like I told them, at the end of the day, you know, they didn't stop making guns when they made yours.
Yo, I had motherfuckers pull me over and tell me I pull you over just because I feel like it. You dig? So, fuck all of them to me. That's my situation. I don't give a damn.
Right.
That's how you feel, bro.
That's just how I feel.
Man, fuck the police. They like what?
Yeah, man, look.
Fuck the police.
Listen, man.
Fuck the man. You ain't know what it is, man. Not that bad. You's a whole bitch out here in these streets. Yeah.
At the same time, they wrong and they still gonna do the same shit.
Yeah.
So it don't even matter. Like, there's a movement now, but what about the mud? What about the mud? You know, we got guns like they got guns, but that's not what we wanted to come to. We just want peace, and we want answers to all our questions.
My father was one of those warriors that, you know, everybody respected back in the day, but he got caught up with a charge. They charged him with a robbery and a murder on cab driving and shit. But he was innocent. Proved he was innocent. Like, he literally did almost 20 years in prison, a crime he didn't commit.
He got locked up for a pocket knife. That's a false arrestment. I got locked up for a pocket knife. That's on my record. You know what I'm saying? What about me? You know what I'm saying? They don't care.
My father's fucking brain was damaged 20 years ago, and nobody fucking did this shit for him. I'm glad it fucking happened. We're in Roosevelt Sparrow, look it up. Hate these motherfuckers.
They ain't even look at us, you get what I'm saying? They ain't even consider us, man. Baltimore count.
There's an African proverb that says, you know, if the village fails to include the youth, they're gonna burn that village down just to feel its warmth. We're not including our children. We're not hearing our children, and we're not listening to our children. We need to listen to them. We need to know that they have a voice. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna go unheard.
We gotta stay on them. We gotta stay with them. I come out here from time to time. Throughout my life, knuckleheads is my life. I love knuckleheads. Regular children, they born to me. They don't take no energy. Knuckleheads, I automatically relate to them, and you have to relate to them in order to get them to understand.
My city crucified me like the Jews did. Your God ravens tearing me apart. Sky getting bloody.
I actually met my father in prison. You know what I'm saying? Met my father in prison. He was finishing up his time, and I was just going in to start mine. You have no school system that's getting better, right? Mm-hmm. You don't have parents that's getting better. You know, we getting locked up at a higher rate to try to feed our kids, and the niggas that's getting locked up, you know, they got other niggas out there that's getting shot. You know, and niggas that's getting shot got other niggas getting shot trying to get money. It's like a domino effect.
And this is not something that's just been happening, you know, for 5 years. This has been going on for decades, ever since they dropped those drugs. The CIA dropped those drugs in these black communities. We have never recovered. This is the result of the drug trade from the 80s. And we have not recovered. That's called the chemical warfare.
By the time I was 14, I think growing up in Baltimore, man, as far as the problem we having with the drugs and the schools, you know what I'm saying? Like, my whole immediate family was on hard drugs. Aunts to uncles, you know what I'm saying? So I was put in a position where I had to be an adult real young. I had to take care of a lot of little cousins and things. So I went out there and started hustling, you know? I sold my first drug actually because I got tired of the nigga Rooster serving my mother in front of my friends and shit. And every time he did it, I swear to you, somebody would get punched in their mouth at the school for saying my mother was a junkie, you know what I'm saying?
These children are not having the same opportunity as other children, and then they shove them out into the community and say, go ahead, let's see how you survive. Mm-hmm. They're set up off the break, and that's what it is.
So tell me where to go. My mind is gone. It won't come back no more. So tell me where to go. You know what I'm talking about? My mind is gone. He won't come back no more. So tell me.
Build back the 44,000 dilapidated houses, abandoned houses throughout Baltimore City. They shutting down rec centers. They shutting down schools. What are our children supposed to do?
Political party upstairs fucked up. That's why the city and the hood's fucked up. They treat us and teach us bad ways to go, and that's why we living in poverty today. It's hard out here for us. They make us live rough. That's why we living like that.
It's time of poverty and homelessness, man. It's time for a change. We need the finances in our city.
I've been here for 28 years. Baltimore's the only city I know. I'm from the county, but I pay taxes too, and I would like to see it go towards the black community. It doesn't need to just go towards my community. And we need to get these soldiers off the street. They're wasting money doing that. They could be using this money towards people who need EBT cards, people who need health insurance. People can't afford everything. Baltimore's a rough city. I do construction. Most of the work I do is in DC. Most of it's in Silver Springs, most of it in Montgomery County. There's nothing down here. John Hopkins just ripped down 6 blocks of East Baltimore to build a private school for the doctors and all the nurses and stuff at John Hopkins. But the kids in the impoverished neighborhoods are not going to be allowed to go to these schools. And my tax money's paying for it, and I'm angry.
I don't see God from East Baltimore to West Baltimore. I don't see no vegetation. I don't see no fruit stands. I don't see no flower shops. I don't see shit that creates life. You know what I mean? So every day our young people come outside and they don't even feel connected to a community. So I don't want to keep hearing about a community. You know what I mean? Just create some summer jobs and have them paint some of these abandoned buildings. You know what I mean? Like they did on North and Charles. Create some beauty for us to see every day, and then maybe we can kind of walk a little different. We can breathe a little different. We can feel a little connected to each other. We see everybody outside right now. Come outside on that every day. Communicate with each other, build with each other, politic with each other. And this is what it's about, yo. We just set a whole example for the rest of the whole fucking world. But it starts with just beautifying the neighborhood. Get some light fixtures. It's too fucking dark when you walk through Fulton Street and do Santan and Baker. Throw some little light fixtures up. Throw some plants out there. Paint the fucking vases. Create some things that create beauty in our eyesight. And we can see what we see and we can put it internal. And we can start feeling good about ourselves and start feeling good about our shit. You know what I mean? Until then, Africa, oh yeah, yo. Y'all already know.
Basically, man, this is the area of Baltimore where we need help at. This is one of many where we need jobs at. We need recs for these kids. This is where those areas at where a lot of things happen when you idle, man. You have kids that's idle. You take a look around, they just walk around with nothing to do.
Is the situation in inner city Baltimore so toxic that police are now afraid to enforce the law?
You know, you got the oppressor teaching you that you're not nothing. So what are you wasting? If you kill somebody, you're not wasting nothing.
The homicide victim was found shot several times.
They found 3 victims. At first, they thought the victims died from the fire, but as they found out later, the 3 were shot in the head.
Tonight, she's watching firefighters wash blood off of the sidewalk just a few feet away.
4 men shot while sitting on the front steps of a house.
The weekend of summer was marked by a steady stream of shootings in Baltimore City. 20 people were shot.
City police say 3 people were killed in 3 separate shootings early Saturday morning.
Like usually it comes, you're gonna end up having a gun, you're gonna end up having to shoot somebody, you're gonna have to do some real things. There's no, I'm just gonna be a drug dealer and not getting into violence, because the violence is gonna come, whether you perpetuate it or you're a victim of it. So you just gotta, I decided I wasn't gonna be a victim early on. And I first put my hands on, you know, my cousin, you know, he taught me some nice things, and that hammer was one. I was very, very professional at a young age with a handgun, shotgun, assault rifle, anything I needed to use to prove my point. And that's a sad thing for a black man to look at it. Like at 15, I was taking lives, you know, in my city. Like there's people not here no more because of me. Who am I?
I mean, but that was senseless. I was just telling her that morning, I usually look out the window because they usually making some type of noise. And I'm like, listen, calm the noise. That morning I ain't hear no noise. About, what, 11:30, 12, I heard this bop, 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 bop. I was like, what the hell? I come out the door, the man standing right there saying, call 911. I said, somebody hit? He said, yeah. I come right here, and Marty laying here with a gunshot wound to his head. I went straight to him because, like I was telling her, I talked to him because I told her the last thing to go is to hear him. And the last thing any man want to do is die alone. Or better yet, think they want to die alone. I was talking to him, telling him to hold on. I told him everybody loved him. You gonna make it through. As me and another lady kept walking up, which was a nurse who was putting pressure on his wound. Of course, the police didn't respond. Somebody, when they say call 911, I said, well, what, a medic? Because I'm not calling the police. We gotta learn the police ourselves. Because we see they not doing it correctly. So, it's just real sad. And I was just telling her that I gotta clean up this gutter because Marty used to worry me every day. Mama Kim, when you gonna give me the broom and the dustpan so I can clean this gutter? And I said, all right, Marty, I'm gonna get to it. I gotta clean it up because I know this is gonna, the candlelight visual, and I don't want this like this. I gotta clean that up. But him and another, his cousin Tyree got shot. Tyree was laying around there in the gutter. But I think Tyree got shot in the side.
Tyree, he got shot right here, like in his shoulder, and the bullet came out like in the back or whatever. So, but it hit a vein, so you know they had to like take something out of it right here.
Right.
On his gun because he was showing me or whatever, and put it in there. Because if not, they would have had to cut it on. Good. John Henry doing good. John Henry just hurt. He hurt. Marty, that was his heart. That was his heart right there, Marty. That was his heart. That was his heart. But that shit, it hurt real good. Real good.
I never understood the gangs because in Baltimore the families are so big. Why you need a gang? My son used to be, so he say, part of the Bloods. And I said, I went behind him with a baseball bat. Show me your blood, because I'm going to show you something. You got 3 brothers. What? You got 3 brothers and 2 sisters. What you need a gang for? Your family is like yay long. I got 9 sisters and 1 brother. You don't need a gang. You find your love within your family, not on the streets. Just because I don't understand what you're doing at a certain time, don't mean you reach out in the streets for it. I understand they find love in the streets sometimes more. They feel a lot more love because they born in the street. But you don't want to start killing each other. His best friend, he was a Blood supposed to be, and his best friend was a Crip. His best friend came to my house one day and like they was talking. I said, so you a Crip or he a Blood? What you gonna do when your set come? What you gonna do to my son? Y'all even leave that set stuff alone and get back to how y'all supposed to be and take responsibility for each other. Am I my brother's keeper? You can't do that killing each other. Y'all already got a war against the police. The police is their own organized gang. Can't do it.
Yeah, this one hurt. This one hurt right here. This one hurt. Real bad. It hurt. This one
all of them hurt.
That's a beast Lord Martin. Now you dummy. Real shit. Back right here.
Rest in peace to everybody, man, that died in my city, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, right now in the city, man, it's not the time to be having black on black violence, man. Shit real. We got National Guards right here in Baltimore, man. All that black on black violence, come on, man. How you can go to war with people? Real. How you can go to war with National Guards and still killing yourself? It don't make sense. Everybody screaming about they willing to go to war with the government and shit, but niggas still killing each other. Come on, man, y'all gotta stop this shit, my nigga. Come on, you already know I've been about that mess. But when it come down to dealing with this government, man, a lot of that other shit goes out the window, my nigga. Shit real out here, G. Shit real, that's coming from the gospel of the streets, you know what it is. Small work, let's go. La Latina, Aminu, wa Amanu Sali Hati Watawasabel, Haki Watawasabel, Saba. Allah. Saniela, Holy Vendamara. Allah. Allah.
Actually, before the Freddie Gray incident, you know what I'm saying, before that, we had a lot of killings around here. Like, we had like 5 shootings in 2 weeks and in a 6-block radius. So what that did was that let me know that our neighborhood was in trouble. So I said, you know, what can we do that people like doing? That's entertainment, music. you know, poetry, a joke here and there. Where we like to do it at. Let's do it in the neighborhood. Let's do it somewhere convenient. Let's get a few more blocks where we can have events and kids outside playing where they ain't got to worry about straight bullets. You know what I'm saying? Let's have no shoot zones. That's what I'm really doing it for. They say I'm crazy.
We out here for young men like the young man that lost his life in the streets, y'all. We gotta stop the genocide. It's gotta stop. We gotta start the love, y'all, and it's gotta start today, okay?
Listen, but first of all, I want to say this. It is not our place to be fucking each other up.
With our heads held high, we are the surviving sisters, and we don't die.
Sing it one more time. We're gonna slow it down a little bit. All right?
Who are we? My sisters and me, we are the surviving sisters of the ghetto streets. We walk through the hood with our heads held high. We are the surviving sisters, and we don't die.
Hey, make some noise. Make some noise. Man, y'all got saying like y'all mean it. Make some noise. That's what I'm talking about.
People hate me every day, watch how I take it in stride. Told the devil when he tried, you'll never take me alive. They call it love, all it is really hate in disguise. Who wear the mask? You do the math. Haters must have taken you by surprise, waiting like a snake in the grass. These are the words of a young black man who been scoping out society since way back when. I was a snotty-nosed, naughty-headed kid with no idea why I was here. 40 years old, got a whole lot cleared up. Been through some rough times, struggling hardships. Open up my heart now, this is where God lives. Shut down my ears, don't listen to nonsense. Open up my mind and be a little more cautious. Shut up my mouth and be a little more cautious. Open up my eyes so I can see through the darkness. And I can see now, and I can see now.
Baltimore City don't play around, dog. So don't come around, keep acting like you hard. But the angry streets got a law. But nobody listen, they act like they raw. I don't care what you say, my name is NJ. I'm trying to change the street with the lyrics in my song, man.
My body's gone. It won't come back no more. So tell me where to go. My mind is gone. Woo! It won't come back no more. So tell me where to go.
We done been through the system, now we on the streets and we doing the right thing. And there's so much work to do. When CNN and all the cameras gone, you know, you still got brothers and sisters down here who need our help.
Gonna be here.
You know, and it's our responsibility. That's our city. So, you know, we got to take care of our own.
They couldn't get in CVS to get Pampers and baby food.
Okay, so we bring supplies here.
Exactly.
Toiletries, Pampers.
Okay, all right, so we bring here. I
So,
appreciate what you
know, whatever I can find my hands to. So I've been walking around collecting stuff from different people.
Okay.
You know, bringing it and packing my truck up. I don't come into my truck at school. And I come unload, and then the other ladies, they come and they bring stuff too.
Really great. God bless you for what you're doing.
Yes.
I took a lot from this city, so what I'm doing now is giving back. So I create these with my company, Duke Boys Apparel, and I have a sister company to that, which is See More Than Be More. What I'm trying to do is enlighten these kids' minds, show them more than what they see right here and be more. Let them see more than the polished communities that they're in. Enlighten their brains, open their minds up to show them how to react to the trials that they're up against differently. So right now, I can't relate to the whole, I hate the cops. I can't relate to them. When I was younger, I could have, but at this point now, it's all about giving back. So See More Than Be More is my company. Duke Boys Apparel is my clothing line. Duke Boys Apparel pays for free bus trips for the kids in Baltimore City. So that's my first trip is scheduled for July, I believe the 23rd. And I'm taking at least 50 kids to DC. We're going to tour the King Monument. We're going to tour the Washington Monument. We're going to probably stop at Ben's Chili Bowl for lunch. We're going to have a good time just to show these kids, get them a chance to see more than be more. So that's how I feel about the situation. I don't think I've been through that whole oppressed stage, and I fought my way out of it. And I'm just here to try to let kids know that there's another way out of it, that you don't have to stay stagnated. You can also fight your way out of it without having to throw a book. You can fight your way out of it by learning more, by opening your mind more, by realizing that you can achieve those things that you are actually envious of. So all of the things that we're angry about right now, we can achieve better. We just have to understand and know that it's actually out there to even achieve. So that's the whole emphasis behind See More Than Be More.
Hey, we making a change for the world, you see what I'm saying? That's the way to come together. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get down here and do some peaceful things. Youth, you gotta talk to the youth, you know what I'm saying? We gotta help our youth, you know what I'm saying? You know, they did an uprising and everything, but you know, it's some pain in that heart. So we all gotta talk to our youth and just, you know, promote this peace, yo. We gotta stop the killing. Stop the killing. We making some moves. We can't do it from the ground, so let's do it. Hustle hard.
If we unify, we can do more together than we ever could apart.
Stop killing each other, because for real, we all family.
2 pound room, 1 crip. It's my brother, blood brother.
I got some crip homies, you feel me? I got some BGF homies. Any other day, you feel me, we be beefing. We wouldn't be this close to each other without, fighting or going at each other's throat. But at the end of the day, we realize that our cause in our community is bigger than any color. You feel me? It's bigger than any color, so we gotta come together and bring our unity together.
Hey look, check this out. East to west, to north to south. Baltimore City, we all one. Blood, crip, it don't matter. We all together. If you ain't gonna show niggas the equality, then we gonna take it. East, west, north, south. Blood gang, crip gang, it don't matter. It don't matter.
The GD, we the mob down here, we plugged in. It's big love. Rest in peace, Freddie Gray.
Shout out to the whole world, because, you know what I'm saying, this Baltimore, Maryland, and we had a whole bunch of states behind us to reflect what's going on down here. And I want to say thank you to everybody that's from them other states that did what they did, that got together, and we gonna shout y'all out if anything happened in y'all states.
Big rest in peace to the boy Freddie Gray, man. It's your boy CL, coming from New York to Baltimore and back again. You know what I'm saying? We out here just for justice. And you know what I mean? We don't get no justice, you don't get no peace. You feel me? We already in hell, so we already ain't got no peace. Shout out to every other state that done bigged us up. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, New York, Florida, Chicago. We see everybody out there. Ferguson, Mike Brown, we see you. This is for everybody who lost their life dealing with brutality, you know, unnecessary.
Come on, let's show the love and support each and everybody out here. Each and everybody. Don't frown on somebody because, yeah, I mean, you beefing with that man. Let's show the love and support. Let's stick together, man, because they want us to do what we doing right now to each other. Let's prove them wrong.
Word.
That's what it is. Peace, y'all. Peace. That's what it's gonna be. Peace. Here on out, it's gonna be peace in Baltimore. It's gonna be peace in Baltimore. Here on out. Here on out, it's gonna be peace in Baltimore. They have gave us some answers now. Now people can calm down and stop the looting and tearing up people's property. We have gotten some answers now, so people are satisfied. We need peace.
The results that we're getting now is that the law has now stepped in. The same law that caused the death of Freddie Gray, and all the nation and the world watched it. And we know that it's happened too many times across this country.
Be more justice! Let's go! Be more justice! Be more justice!
Celebration. We fought for peace. It's for Freddie. It's for Trayvon. It's for Eric Garner. It's for Mike Brown. It's for everybody. End the brutality.
The blue, but it's the sin nature in a man. And man, we gotta rally together out of love. It's okay to blow the horns, but we still gotta be able to pray for one another and love one another.
Yo, y'all did a great job. Be more, we here. All we want is love. Be more ain't nothing but genuine love. We get it, we good. Give love and we can change the world. Bring the resources, let's get it, cause we sharing it. We share it. Let's get it. 100 people.
Freddie Gray all night, all day. We will fight for Freddie Gray all night, all day. We will fight for Freddie Gray all night, all day. We will fight for Freddie Gray all night, all day. All fight number one. Keep the peace. Keep the peace. Traffic pulling through. Keep the peace. 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 Keep the
We mad we doing this. We're enjoying ourselves. We don't want to be happy. I guess they rather us be breaking shit than having fun. That's crazy.
That's what we out here for. I'm hoping, wishing, we hoping for peace and everybody, even black on black crime, everybody. Peace, just peace.
This is history. I haven't seen this since I lived to see the first riot, 1968. Martin Luther King, in the same area, matter of fact. I lived on McCullough Lawrence. And this street right here, they did the same thing. How many years ago was it? I was 6 years old, so it's like 40-something years ago. They did the same thing, burned up every business that was Jewish owned, and you know, they left the black-owned businesses had to put signs up there saying that they were black-owned in order for them not to be touched. But this is the same thing they did back in '68. Not as bad, not as bad. But I'm thankful that we got justice today. You know, I know we got a long way to go. We're still in the woods, but at least they indicted these officers, and they did get arrested today. So, you know, big up for justice. And it took the young people like you guys to make this all happen. I'm sorry it took violence, but that's the way the word got through.
Yeah, because we keep on talking, they ain't not listening to us.
Yeah. Well, they listen to you guys, you know, and y'all had enough courage to do something that we didn't have courage to do. I'm too damn old, first of all. You know, maybe if I was younger, I probably would have been participating in it too. You know, who's to say? But thank God for your years, and keep your voice alive and clear and loud enough for everybody to hear.
We wasn't just making accusations or anything. That really was the truth. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they killed that man. Cold justice is being served. You know, like what they did was wrong. And I'm happy and it's justice for Freddie Gray. And we gonna turn up our way.
Don't get it twisted, them officers still can get off and come home. Them officers ain't even have to wait 24 hours like me or you did. You understand? So what, they had a secret door when they went inside of there, that they paid their bills and they come right out? If me and you come in there, how many hours is it before we come out? 17 to 24 hours.
I'm glad justice has been served, but we ain't there yet. All we need to do is just get past this jury. And if they could do that, then we good, you know what I mean? It's been going on for too long since we've been here. First day we stepped in this country, we've been tortured like this. Yeah. About time.
These pigs, you know, they got these charges against them. We know no conviction's gonna come out of it. You know, Freddie Gray is the 300th plus black person, African, to get killed in America because of police brutality.
It's not time for celebration. This is the time to keep us, to sustain the solidarity. We started something now. Okay, we're in an excellent position to now move forward. This is not a time to stop and turn up. This is a time to go in further because what they did was pacify us. Now, this system is theirs. It's gonna work in their favor regardless.
Right. What's going on out here? It's a joke. You know what I'm saying? You got these crackers walking around with us, you know, acting like they in solidarity. It's not about that. You know, they talking about all lives matter. Fuck that. All lives don't matter. Black lives matter. And the only lives I'm concerned about are African lives, black lives, people of African descent.
And all of the cleaning and the youth that was outside saying, you know, we don't need y'all to come in and clean our neighborhoods. We got this because it's us right here.
Yeah.
We got this. The grandmothers outside, the fathers, the children. None of that made it to TV. But you want to tell me about a fucking CVS?
That's what they keep
about to get paid off insurance?
Yeah.
Man, for real, CVS. All of that. You gotta be kidding me. A CVS, you're talking about a man's life. So
as an African woman.
Hold on, pan out right quick and see this. We're really not a threat out here. This is a game. We're not a threat. When we're a threat, we'll come out here together and every black person out here will be silent because we're ready for orders and we're ready to move. As long as we come out here and we celebrating minor victories, we're not going to get what we need to get. What we need is solidarity, what we need is power. This is not respected. We got police over there on their cell phones chilling. We're not a threat. We're coming out here in front of them to show them exactly how we are not organized. We got a prayer circle over here. What did they say right before they prayed? Bow your heads. You don't bow your head in the presence of your enemies. You keep your eyes up. You pay attention to what's going on at all times. We got people out here, it's a game. It's silly. It's not a game. I have children. I teach in Baltimore Public School. We don't need the traditions that our ancestors did. We need something new, and it's the youth that has to bring it. So those of us that are out here need to support them or get out of the way. But we can't keep coming out here doing the same thing.
I'm behind the youth 1,000%, and I commend them for what they did. They fought those pigs. You know what I'm saying? And I love them for that. You know what I'm saying? So whatever they need, I got their back. You know, and if it wasn't for the youth, we wouldn't have this uproar. It was for them. They opened it up. They let you know, America know the plight that is going on in Baltimore City.
The situation is, the youth need to understand what they're dealing with. All these agent provocateurs out here, they need to be educated on that because it's history. We know about the ghetto informant program. We know about the ghetto, the listening post. We know about COINTELPRO. But when we get out here, we seem to forget that. And we want to turn up and celebrate. There's nothing to celebrate yet. Because until there is a pause or something that will stop the murder of innocent people, we've not succeeded.
Innocent black people. That's the concern right here. We're not concerned about anybody else. I'm not in the position where I need to come to you and plead to you and let you know that black lives matter. I already know my life matters. I already know that my sister's lives matter. I know that my African children around here, I know that their lives matter. When you're trying to push me and us out of our existence, that's when we gonna have to resist. And we're gonna resist by any means necessary. That's what it's about. Protecting our own, protecting African lives. That's what it's about. So, point blank, period. That's it.
I mean, what sparked our fire is something that should have sparked our fire a long time ago. You know, it's bad that it took one situation to bring our whole city together. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of Freddie Grays, it's a lot of Trayvon Martins, it's a lot of Mike Browns all over the world that's not getting justice. You know, but right now, out in Baltimore, we taking our own stand. You know, we standing up for our own cause. You know, and that's the beef that we got going on between white police and black men.
So at this point now, I'm grown enough to go around it. I'm grown enough to look back at it. I'm grown enough to say, you know what, you used to have an opportunity where you could get there. Now, police pull up behind me, I don't sweat.
I think we need to have some celebrities also show up and support the street on the street level, you know. I'm trying to talk to my brothers to just remind us that we don't need to tear up our community. You know what I'm saying? I want us to be mad when we don't get justice, but don't tear up our own shit. Because when everything settles, when it's all over, now we got a community where everything is burned up and tore up because we mad at somebody else. We don't want to do that, but we do want to push for justice. It's important, and that's why I'm out here, and that's why we need to be out here, man. But the curfew at 10, so I'm out here now.
Get out of here.
Nah, I'll be out of here.
On behalf of Black King ENT, Hustle Hard Boulevard, salute to the real, power to the people.
So, me personally, right now, I want to say from New York to Baltimore, from Brooklyn to Baltimore, from across the world to Baltimore, rest in peace, Freddie Gray, man.
Rest in peace to Freddie. You know, we in New York, we know what's going on. Baltimore, we see you, man. Everybody stay safe, man.
R.I.P. Freddie Gray. New York loves you, baby. Rest in peace, Freddie Gray.
Freddie Gray, we love you. Rest in peace.
Que protege nosso coração, nossa família.
Rest in peace, Freddie Gray.
I got a little dance with Freddie, though.
Peace, Freddie Gray. We all Freddie Gray out here. Rest in peace. He's Freddie Gray. I'm Freddie Gray. You Freddie Gray.
R.I.P. Freddie Gray.
Peace to Freddie Gray.
You know, man, rest in peace, Freddie Gray, man.
Rest in peace, Freddie Gray.
R.I.P. Freddie Gray, stop the violence.
R.I.P. Freddie Gray, man.
Rest in peace, Freddie Gray.
Rest in peace, Freddie Gray. We out here doing this for you, man.
R.I.P. Freddie Gray.
Rest in peace, Freddie Gray, man. Praying for you, family, everybody, man.
This is Silver Spring, Maryland. R.I.P. Freddie Gray. All day, man. We do this for you.
Rest in peace, Freddie Gray. DC all day. Rest in peace, Freddie Gray. Laurel, Maryland.
Ukraine for Baltimore. Rest in peace, Freddie Gray.
R.I.P. Freddie Gray from the Appalachian Mountains, Whitfield, Virginia.
From Birmingham to Baltimore, rest in peace, Freddie Gray.
Man, from Atlanta to Baltimore, man. Rest in peace, Freddie Gray, man.
From Montgomery, Alabama to Baltimore. Rest in peace, Freddie Gray.
Rest in peace, Freddie Gray.
I love God who I can't see.
Lafayette to Baltimore. Rest in peace to Freddie Gray, you hear me?
Rest in peace, Freddie Gray.
From New York to Houston, Texas, back to Baltimore. Rest in peace, Freddie Gray.
All day, we will fight for Freddie Gray. All night, all day, we will fight for Freddie Gray.